Yeah, you catch up to the first one if you want. No problem. Again, think police dog versus running away criminal.
Does a 10 hit?
A 10 does not hit.
Cool. So I didn't think it would. But a 20-something math, 22.
If that doesn't hit, I would be scared for everyone's life right now. That definitely hits.
12 damage.
12 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You...
Great sword.
The same guy each time?
They were both after the nearest one I could get my hands on.
Okay, cool. You missed the first swing, and then your second follow-up swing, your backhand, if you will, definitely hits the guy who has started around. He's no longer running. He's been knocked down with the force of a charging orc, and his friend is left him for dead.
Add 5 damage to that. I forgot about Charger.
Cool. He is now looking up at you and you as well, just pleading for his life, scared out of his mind, and words do not come to him as easily as they would Luke Baller. So instead of saying, "Oh, please, great orc, the strongest I've ever seen, who I respect and hold most dearest in my eyes, do not attack me, for I will do anything you would." No, instead it's more like, that guy is still moving. That guy is pleading for his life. And Ellen, you're up again.
I'm gonna message him. FYI, the police have a shot collar on the orc, so if you just stop and put your hands behind your back now, he won't hurt you.
Make a persuasion.
Nat 20. This guy gonna die.
Not wrong.
This guy's been a criminal for way too long and wants to call BS. So roll again because you're at a disadvantage. That's far-fetched for him.
That is a 24.
24 total?
Yes.
He's not used to the entire army coming at him, so he doesn't suspect normal protocol as usual. Puts his hand behind his back and...
Oh, he gonna die.
is resting.
Now to actually control the orc.
I'm just gonna...
Not the plan.
From there, I'm just gonna sit back and watch.
Molly,
Who said anything about controlling?
You're in the woods, you have a clear vantage point for all this happening.
Mighty big sigh, that's what I'm saying. Oh, Jesus. I would like to do a perception check on the Carmen's character to see if she is injured, because you said she was attacked, correct?
Yes.
Alright. That is going to be a 17.
You see that she is definitely her pristine armor is now looking pretty dirty, and there are some red marks in between the brown.
Okay. Can I tell how injured or just there's blood?
How much did you get hurt?
Only 7 points.
Yeah.
Tis but a scratch.
Are you okay? Do you need any medical assistance?
No, I do my own medical assistance.
Okay, cool. I would give that whole life. He means well.
So when did the Fortsdale police start using attack orcs?
You're enjoying this,
The thing is,
I did the bard thing. My job is done.
Oh, Jesus. About the part
I am
thing.
not associated with the Fortsdale police force. I just traveling by and I sort of Morty orc, but I'm not associated with him at all. I say this without giggling.
I am legally not affiliated with Attack Orc.
The orc may or may not reflect the views. That's by this halfling.
The orc is an opinion piece of the orc. The orc's opinion is his own.
Do you know where it came from?
The orc? Yeah, it
Yeah.
came around just around the corner there.
I meant it in white people terms, where it came from.
Can you clarify?
Like, how white are we talking? Are we talking like mommy orc and baby and daddy orc kind of territory here?
The orc stork.
The orc stork. Just a giant green angry bird.
It's more like one of those.
It's like a Hulk stork in purple feathers.
What were those things that like Death Knights were riding in Lord of the Rings? Just those.
Oh, the Nazgul?
Yeah.
He's coming from Fortsdale.
So they do have attack orcs there. I'm gonna...
I'm not associated with
It really doesn't
the
help
police force.
that my
Of
armor is
Fortsdale,
made
it's
of
like a leader
pearl
confirmed.
shadows.
So I'm it's information.
I'm gonna... Well, I was heading there, but I think I'm gonna have to turn around.
Good call. Good call.
And, thank you for the warning. If you see him coming my way, please yell.
Absolutely. Does she have any animal companion?
Mm-mm.
No. Shit, you need to get one of those.
Can I heal myself?
Yeah.
Cool. I need a D8, right? Okay, I'm fully healed.
Helwagen. Attack orc.
I'm going to hex him
Okay.
first. And then I'm going to run him down.
The guy who was running.
Yep.
He's not running anymore.
Yeah, he's not running.
I know.
He's
He's an idiot.
He's holding still with his hands behind his neck.
He's an idiot. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Then both of these hit. So the first one is 18 damage. Does he survive to hit 2?
He survives to hit 2.
He's not surviving hit 2, because this is higher. Because that's 23 damage.
Yeah, he did.
And then the hex floats off of him back over to the other guy who's groveling for his life.
Yeah, he's not doing so well. He's still groveling at his feet. The unintelligible dialogue is becoming even more unintelligible.
It's just a threat. He knows he's hexed now. Just gonna saunter over, cleaning sword off a little bit.
It's my turn.
Can I just...
That guy shits himself. It's Ellen's turn. What's up, Molly?
Can I just make eye contact with Cummins' character?
You gaze into her eyes.
And look at Jinx.
Gins.
Kins.
Jinx. Yeah.
The peaceful eyes of someone who's dedicated life to healing people. The fiery bloodlust eyes of someone who is in their zone and no one else wants to be in the zone with him.
Nope.
I'm gonna keep watching and eat like popcorn or closest equivalent on hand.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So whenever I can assume we're out of combat now, because I'm not actually going to finish him off unless he does something stupid.
You're out of combat if you don't.
Alright, cool. I'm going to walk up to him. You know, slowly, sauntering, cleaning blade off with, give me that. Pull off the other guy's shirt. Find a non-blood spot on the rags. I know, it's difficult.
Find it.
These rolls are really good. The
So-
rolls are really good.
Switching back to common. What you doing?
He passes out from shock.
Anybody know how to create water? This dude needs a bath.
I have full bladder.
I don't think that's going to help.
I dry.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna go pee on the dude's face.
Okay.
Really? Really?
I'm wondering if she just left. Like,
Sling. I'm just going to drop my sword and let it disappear.
I think she
dissipate.
just up and left this bullshit.
Carmen, you see, after the dust clears, you see that the half-orc are surprisingly restrained. There is no army behind them, just a well-tailored looking bard. For a bard, you know.
He's not absolute gutter scum. He's at least presentable.
It's like the
I am a
equivalent of the
lady.
IT person actually buying a suit, but they didn't know where to buy a suit in the first place.
Oh, that's cute.
Mhm.
Please tell me you trust.
I've still got my like.
The halfling
Cola
is
shadow
still
armor on.
giving you signs and eye contact from the woods, and
I'm gonna pull my helmet off at least.
and
I am scared of the poorly dressed bard.
make an intuition check. It's just wisdom.
21?
Okay, you have a good reason to trust your gut feeling there.
Yeah.
This bigger, scarier group of 3 instead of the 2 that was quickly
Hey.
dispatched
I'm gonna
has approached you. What do you do, Carmen?
I'm gonna nudge the dude who passed out with my foot. Do I hear any like jingling or anything from like a coin purse or something?
You definitely hear a coin purse.
Ooh, mine.
You take the coin purse. You got yourself 10 gold extra.
Did you wake up after I peed on his face?
He is out.
I'm making sure to grab that before he does that. Really? I wouldn't even do that to him. Okay, maybe I would, but only when I'm drunk.
He attacked a random person.
Yeah.
That doesn't deserve getting pissed on your face. I don't know what does. Unless you like it that way.
You're staying in the woods, Molly.
I'm gonna mosey on over to
It's the only one I trust here.
I'm gonna mosey on over.
The halfling
And,
starts approaching on your position. What do you do?
I trust the halfling. She's small, I can take her.
I'm not appreciating.
I'm Lady Seraphina
Serafina, okay.
of the Palor Temple of Fontana. We're a healing temple, not far from Steveland.
Would I recognize that deity from the stories told from my family?
You recognize the deity as well as anyone here would recognize what Jewish is.
Yeah.
It's very common.
What cookie?
My friend says no. So, thank you for the offer, but I will kindly refuse.
What if the other guy shot himself?
Just so
I'm gonna check the other guy, see if he had any money on him.
Suppose taking this Molly this long to loot the bodies. Yeah, you find another 5 gold.
Besides, Daisy would offer it first because he's the one that took him out. Now, if Daisy was faster than him, then fuck him.
And I can't bend over. I've seen what my grandma's glutes have done.
I thought you were afraid of something else.
Wait, what?
I did too.
You know, one of these days I'm gonna have to like sit down and not be drunk when you talk about your family. Not gonna happen probably. Anyway, who are you again?
Lady Seraphina.
Hi.
I just met up with these two. I was supposed to meet up with a classmate as well, but I'm not sure where she went. They're not.
Out of character, you guys haven't told her yet?
Nope. I honestly don't know.
Cool.
And I just rolled intelligence to see if I could make the connection. I rolled a 3.
I don't remember if you guys told me or
Halflings
not.
are short.
Yeah.
I think you tried to tell me something, but I smelled the bullshit, but not enough to know exactly what the bullshit was. But
And you're getting a read of nothing off of me.
And I'm not 100% sure what happened to her, but after the effects, the past like day and a half, she might have just up and left. I'm not 100% sure. But
Well, I hope you find your friend.
Mm-hmm.